So now, like the way we did for the previous hot composite curve scenario, we are again going to adopt the same procedure for the cold composite curve, but it is a bit different. So let's see how to do that. So what is the first thing you can sketch? You can sketch the curve for the individual processes. That means you are going to sketch the curves individually. So what is the first profile we have? First profile, the first cold profile we have 20 to 80. Okay, no problem. 20 there, let's say 20 is there, let's say 180 is here. First profile is 20 to 80. Arrow is directed from the lower temperature to higher because this is cold composite curve. Okay, right? And you have to find what is FCP. What is the FCP value for this curve? That is delta H divided by temperature difference. What is delta H for this process? It's 32. 32 divided by temperature difference. It is target minus supply. What is the target? Target is 180, supply is 20. So 32 divided by 180 minus 20, I think that value is 0.2. So the FCP value is 0.2. Right, FCP value 0.2. So now the next thing, what is the next process? Next process is from supply 140 to target 230. Next process is from supply 140 to target 230. Okay, right, at this width you know that is delta H, 32. You know this width, right? How to get the width? You can project this point vertically downwards, you know that. What is the delta H for that cold process? That is 27. Okay. From supply 140 to target 230. That's the second curve. What is FCP value? FCP value is okay, let's do that here. FCP value is delta H 27 divided by temperature difference. Target minus supply 230 minus 140. 230 minus 140. What is the value? 0.3. FCP value is 0.3. Okay, right. So now next thing is to the next thing is to combine that. Right. So how to combine that? I forgot to put the arrow. Now putting arrow is very, very important. Right. Okay. Right. So now next thing is now we have to combine that. Right. So how to combine that? The first thing that you can do is you can combine 20 to 140. Right, so that is the first combination. Because so now the first thing is you can combine the process from 20 to 140 because the reason this curve cannot be used to define the temperature ranges below 140 and for the temperature ranges above 230. Right, so when you are going to sketch the relationship between 20 to 140, the only curve that you can use is this curve. So let's give numbers. Say curve number A, curve number B. So if you want to define the motion for cooled composite curve from 20 to 140, the only curve you can use is curve A because this curve cannot be used to define that range, right? Okay, so 20 to 140. Right, what is FCP? FCP value you have to consider from the original curve. What is the FCP value of original curve? That is 0.2. FCP 0.2. Right? How to get delta H? 0.2 multiplied by the temperature difference. So what is the temperature difference? 140 minus 120. So 0.2 multiplied by 120 is 24. So 24 is delta H. So delta H value is 24. So that curve we completed, we have to put arrow. Now what is the next thing? The next thing, you can complete the relationship from 140 to 180. So how to do that? So now up to 140 is covered. So now you have to do now you have to complete the temperature range from 140 to 180. So how to do that? Yes, so now it is something like that. So if you want to complete the temperature range from 140 to 180, right, this is 140 point, this is 180 point. So now you can see curve A also can be used. Now here you can see curve A also can be used to define the temperature range from 140 to 180. Not only that, even curve B also can be used to define temperature profile from 140 to 180, right? See up to here, right? Because there is some coincidence, so no problem. Curve B also can be used to define the temperature range from 140 to 180, and also curve A also can be used to define the temperature range from 140 to 180. So what is that? So you can put the combination 0.2 plus 0.3, so that is 0.5, because both the curves can be used in order to relate that. So it is 0.5, right? So how to find delta H? Delta H is FCP multiplied by temperature difference. So 0.5 multiplied by, what is the temperature difference? 180 minus 40, that is 40, right? So it is how much? 20. Delta H 20. Okay, next thing. So now you have to relate the point from 180 to 230. So what is the only curve that you can use to define the temperature range from 180 to 230? You cannot use curve A, because you cannot use curve A to define the temperature ranges above 180. The only curve that you can use to relate the temperature ranges from 180 to 180 and above is only curve B. So only curve B, 180 to 230. This is 480 point, 180 supply, and this is 230 target. So only curve you can use is curve B, because for the temperatures above 180 you cannot use curve A. So what is FCP value? 0.3, right? So 0.3 multiplied by the temperature difference from 180 to 30, it is 50, right? So this is 15. Delta H is 15, right? So I think now the cold composite curve is completed. So what is the next target? Is the pinch diagram, right? Okay, before the pinch diagram, now you can see how we have sketched the cold composite curve. It's a very complex process. Anyhow, I hope you got the idea. So we have to be very careful about the sign and how to find the FCP consideration, and also how to select the suitable curve in order to define the temperature ranges, right? Because if you want to define a temperature range, that ability to define the temperature range is limited by the behavior of the curve or the line, right? Okay, so that part is done.